Good time to get into the Black Wall Street Report with my special guest and Black Wall Street reporter who is an investor and forensic accountant and founder of Kids Who Bank. She currently has a financial literacy curriculum in more than 137 schools nationwide, where she puts her 13 years of experience in the finance worlds of corporate UK and America, helping clients to recoup and make millions of dollars, millions. Please give your attention to the amazing Jatali B. What's going on, lady?
Cheers, Rakia. School is in full effect.
Yes, it is.
And we're in multiple schools right now around New York. And it's literally like just been grading papers and training teachers and
Nice.
in the classroom with the kids. So I'm excited. This is the part of the year that I love. So
Good
the
stuff.
most, at least.
Good work. Good work. So,
Yes.
what are you teaching today, Professor?
Today, we're discussing what is going on in the market, the top 4 things and news to watch that I've been noticing. And as an investor, I think that other investors should be paying close attention to this right now.
Okay.
So for one, UK market on the verge of a crash. This is one of the news that's been on Forbes, and a few sites in the investment industry have been discussing that the stock markets for the UK might crash. The reason why this is important is because I don't know if you guys remember it, but when we discussed the stock market potentially crashing in the US, I mentioned last time that it happened after the UK market crashed last time. So when the US stock market crashed with the Great Depression, and it was around the time of the Great Depression and all of these things went chaotic and people have been afraid of this moment, the last time this happened, it was after the UK market crashed. And I feel like if it happened last time after the UK market crashes, every investor should be paying its close attention to the UK markets and seeing what they're doing. Because if they crash, you should be paying very close attention to your markets here in the United States.
Right.
That's one.
Okay.
Second thing is Uber proposals from the bank evaluation values it at $120 billion ahead of a possible IPO.
In layman's terms, what does that mean? Yeah.
So if Uber next year, there's been rumors that Uber might become a part of the stock market. And if it's stocked, the IPO is basically the initial public offering in which you and I can come in and invest on Uber. When something like this,
I read that yesterday. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is really amazing news. And there was rumbles about this for the last few weeks. People have been kind of discussing this. And now that these articles are coming out, everyone should be paying close attention to what's happening in this market, because if Uber goes up for an IPO, keep that in mind. That's somebody to watch.
I don't like Uber because of their history of racism within their company. I do prefer to take Lyft. So I also read something with Lyft. Do you know what's happening with them?
They also had an IPO. It wasn't as high. They're not an IPO. They had a evaluation that wasn't as high as Uber. With the whole racism issue with Uber, I guess that's something that we would have to look into more. Before you invest in a company or corporation, do your research. And if you're not comfortable with their policies and their backgrounds, then definitely don't invest. Yeah. And if you are and you feel like maybe, whatever your thoughts are on this process, do your research.
Right.
So Lyft might be a good contender. But once again, these are just thoughts right now that next year they're going to be going live on the stock market. And if that happens, you guys should be paying attention. So 3, Netflix. So I was hearing that Netflix is ditching their freeloaders. I don't know if people have been noticing, but in the last 1 year, Netflix has gone up basically $100 in stock prices in their shares, from the $200 to the $300 now. As of yesterday, for instance, and this week, it was at $364. And one of the fluctuations in their market is, all these people who will do like the 30-day free subscription, and then sometimes they drop off, which affects their shares. So they want to stop
That's the hustle.
happening.
That's definitely the hustle. Like you order
That's
it,
the hustle.
and you're like, I'm just gonna order this for the whole season, and then when the season's over, I'm canceling it.
Well, Netflix is like, we're gonna stop that.
Wow, smart. So is it by contract where you'll need to keep it for at least a year or so?
We don't know yet, but what we do know is this.
That's smart.
Pay close attention to Netflix, because if they're going to do that, their market, it will crash a little bit. Their shares will go down, because of course, let's keep it real. People are going to probably stop trying to get it at first. They're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to Netflix.
Right.
But that would be the best time for an investor to invest in Netflix, because keep in mind that these people, they do their market research. So they must obviously know that they can handle this kind of a tank and be confident that they're going to go back up.
Yeah,
after they get
Netflix.
this drop. So
Netflix
I would say if you're
killing it
interested
right
in
now.
Netflix,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna buy
So if
some
you're
stock in
interested in Netflix, buy some stocks when it crashes.
Okay.
Not right now, but when they do this and this is implemented and they ditch their loaders, their freeloaders, what's going to end up happening is going to tank a little bit. And when it tanks, you buy in. And when it goes back up, you go up with them.
There's a lot of freeloaders, man. Like, come on, I'm
That's what I'm
guilty of
telling
it.
you.
I am so guilty. I have ordered
In the
services, not
past, I've done it.
Netflix. I have Netflix regularly. I like Hulu. I have Hulu regularly. But there are some streaming that where I'm like, I have no intention of watching anything on this other than this one show. And I just want this for the promo period. And then when the show's over and I've binge watched, bye. I shouldn't be saying this publicly, but I'm just want to keep it real. I've done that before.
So guess what, young lady? You were part of the problem and they found a solution for you.
I mean, but I've always kept Netflix. How can you not have Netflix? Come on.
I agree. I love Netflix. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't understand why they don't do what other companies, like let's say Wall Street Journal does, where certain companies will give you, let's say for $1, you'll pay for 2 to 3 months free
That's interesting.
subscription. And then after that, you continue with a regular, basis. So you're still
Yeah.
charging something
Yeah.
and you're getting the credit card information. And
Yeah.
then after that, whatever happens, happens. So it's just something because $1 is better than $0.
Well, it's hell of a
So,
lot. It's hell of a lot better.
but Netflix is deciding to just, end that. And then
Okay, good.
last but not least, Canada as a country has officially made recreational cannabis sales legal.
Yes, I saw that.
So, me as a person who invests in cannabis stocks, and I think that the market is an amazing market to invest in, I'm telling you guys, this is the time. If you wanted to do it before, if you were afraid about the fact that it wasn't officially legal here in the States, it's legal in Canada. Go and invest in some stocks and shares in cannabis industry.
Nice.
So that was it for today, guys. But this is what's happening in the news and investment world. Pay attention. Watch the UK market if in case it crashes. Watch Netflix and what they're doing and when they're gonna drop. Watch Uber or Lyft or whatever company you watch. But evaluations are important, and if you see these things happening, pay attention.
Nice. That's Jatali B, the Black Wall Street journalist. Where can people contact you and follow you, Jatali?
www.kidswhobank.org, or you can visit me on my social media, @kidswhobank. So you can go on Instagram or find me through Rakia's page. Cyber stalk me a little bit.
No problem. Thanks,
All right.
Jatali.
Thank you, guys.